Yeah, they're Distaggio back at you. Steef, Midrange Shaman. That was a hot deck a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it's not as hot anymore, but it's still a great deck, and I really like it. Around rank 13 of the May 2015 season of ranked play, I was facing a lot, just an absolute metric ton of Control Warrior, like I'm facing right here, or this may be Grim Patron Warrior, I forget. But, oh, I needed something. I needed something that was doing better than what I was using, which was MacMage, a little mid-range Paladin, etc. Play a little Warlock. But this Shaman deck is really interesting. Works really, really good deck, given the meta. And Unstable Ghoul, what I start to think to myself here is, got the Grim Patron deck, but that's alright. We can deal with it. And so first I'm thinking, I kind of just want to get rid of this. Just kind of want to get rid of that guy. I don't really want him messing around there too long. And, you know, I'm kind of new at this deck, so I am playing a little bit slower, a lot slower than normal. This is not a deck that you can simply just pick up and play really good. I would say just in general, Shaman is a difficult class to play, and there's a lot of decisions, a lot of randomness, because when you summon a totem, you can get one of 4 totems, and yeah, so sometimes you have to play that luck. If you have a totem out, like the healing totem for example, you cannot resummon a healing totem. Just try to get the taunt totem, for example. You have better odds, so you are doing a lot of mental math, maybe quick mental math, very easy mental math, but still, it is definitely one of those things. Zombie Chow, that's, yeah, you know, in hindsight there, that probably wasn't the right play. Probably just summon a totem and maybe pass the turn, because he's going to War Axe it, right? I mean, maybe not, but you think he's going to War Axe it. Fiery Wind Axe, I should say. It's just, wow, what a tough... I just hate playing against Control Warrior or Grim Patron. Whatever. Both. I hate both. So do you. So just submit it. So yeah, I don't know exactly why I played the Chow there. That does not make a lot of sense. But I mean, what other alternative did I have? I don't really have minions in my hand. I probably should have mulliganed a little bit more aggressively. So what do you do when you're a shaman and you don't have any minions in your hand? You bust out, bust. You bust out the totem. And sure, you get a heal totem every now and then, but, you know, I'm thinking to myself, no, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to do anything else right now. No, just pass a turn. Just pass a turn. It doesn't make sense to put out a big game hunter, obviously. It doesn't make sense to put out a flame tongue totem. Can't do anything else. He got boomies in your hand there, so 7 mana on the booms. I mean, he's got the Emperor Tharisian, lowering the mana cost of everything in his hand. So now you start to consider yourself, okay, what do? Do you hex that guy? You got Defender of Argus here. That won't get the job done. You could, what, you Flame Tongue Totem, and that does, you know, 2. I mean, obviously, you just got to do the hex there. And then you can still Flame Tongue Totem. Or pop up another regular totem, and you get the taunt totem, and that could work out, because what he's going to do here is got the Deathbite weapon out there that's going to pop itself off and do damage to everything on the board. Not clear the board, but potentially clear all my minions, which are just totems, so it's not a huge deal. So would it have made sense there to do something else like a Defender of Argus? I don't know. Whatever. I know. This game just looks hopeless. It really looks hopeless. In fact, most of the time when you play Control Warriors, it feels hopeless. And that's why it's just no fun to play against Control Warrior. It's really fun to play Control Warrior, though. I do have some Control Warriors. It's just the games are so long. I mean, this game right here is also long. I sped this video up just a little bit, 120%, just to take the edge off, if you know what I'm saying. But this game is just, I just really love this game. I'm not talking about this match right here. I'm talking about Hearthstone. It's a decent game. There's strategy involved. It is. I'm not going to call it pay to win because there's so much strategy. You do need to pay a certain amount to get some sort of card base, but to be real good in the game, you can't pay money to beat people. You really just have to keep playing. Got to turn it out. You got to learn. It is a thinking man's game, or woman, for that matter. A male/female game. Hey, it's society, you know? We got to keep it equal. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nice guy at the end of the day. Volunteer, head coach of a baseball team, youth baseball team, first graders. That's always a little crazy, by the way, when the games are 20 to 27 and, you know, infield home runs and stuff like that. Oh, it is really entertaining, to be honest. It's just really funny. Whirlwind is boosting up his Frothing Berserker of 3-, but I can still take that sucker out. And this game just really does look hopeless, doesn't it? But the Fire Elemental takes out the Frothing Berserker like a champ. Like the champ that he is. Not to mention a 6/5 body. Fire Elemental is an awesome shaman card. If you're playing a control shaman, you gotta always include that card. Absolutely gotta include that card. Also, always you gotta remember to bring in that totem. You gotta see what it is. Bring in the totem before you attack here, because if you bring in, get the taunt totem, it kind of could change your plan. You can go to the face. You got options. I have a lot of win conditions in my hand right now. I got El Akil, I got the Doomhammer, I got Boomsies. There's a piloted shredder there. I mean, there are a lot of options for me on the next turn. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. It has been a little bit of time since I recorded this video. So, and here's the War Song Commander. That is typically what you see before the Grim Patron turn. I think he's hovering right there. He's hovering the Grim Patron, just hovering it right there, saying, you know what, I could cast it, but is it worth it? Because he does really have to get a Death Bite out there. He's got to be able to damage if the turn it comes into play. And so there's this unique point in time when you're playing a Grim Patron deck where you really have like one turn to do something, or it is game over. And that's the turn I'm on right now. Elakir comes out here, and that has got to, absolutely has to take out the commander. And just, that is such a good card. I mean, it's legendary, it's tough to get, but that is a quintessential shaman card. It's really hard. Now there are some shaman mech decks that are full of tech that does not need to use an Elakir. But if you're playing control shaman, he's almost got to be in your hand, because him plus a lot of things can do an extremely massive burst damage. I would say shaman can do as much burst damage as a rogue. And so he's doing some execution here. He's taking out that's Death Bite. That took out Elakir. The Wind Lord, Lightning Storm drop. I got the Lightning Storm, I got the Feral Spirit, I got the Doomhammer, Piloted Shredder. I mean, that Piloted Shredder should have came out earlier. Clearly that's a mistake, and it's got to come out now. I mean, that plus Feral Spirit should give me a good, decent defense. And I'm starting to take control here. I probably have control at this point. Now he's got the weapon out there. He's gonna, if he attacks with the weapon, he's going to take out my little totem there, my 1/1 totem, no big deal. Unstable Ghoul, it's going to do another point of damage. He's going to armor up. Now look at his armor, guys. Look at this armor he's got right now. That is 29 armor. I'm sorry, 29 health with some armor. Whirlwind. But it's just absolutely unbelievable how this game ends. Absolutely unbelievable. And so you gotta stick with it. Hearthstone videos are a little bit longer than your traditional videos, simply because some games can last 20 minutes, even if you speed them up. Grim Patron comes out here plus the Inner Rage, which deals 1 damage to it. When Grim Patron is damaged but not destroyed, a duplicate Grim Patron comes out. So I'm getting a lot of win condition combinations right now. Doomhammer, Rockbiter, and also the Flame Tongue Totem. There are a lot of ways right now to do a lot of damage. Now, if I were to attack the Unstable Ghoul and it does 1 damage to everything, guess how many... You can only imagine how many Grim Patrons are going to come out. In fact, you don't have to imagine. If I did that, what's going to happen? 2 are going to come out. What am I going to do? Lightning Storm. With the goal of trying to deal 3 damage to all of them. If I did not deal 3 damage to all of them, that is bad. And look at that. There is one of them that I did not enough to kill it. Oh, you gotta kill it this turn. You gotta kill them all. You gotta take them all out. They keep reproducing like bunnies, like mice, if you will. And so this is a quintessential turn. Excuse me. Warsong Commander. If he does not kill me now, he can't kill me. That's just how it works. Oh, just what a combination he's got right now. Warsong Commander. He's got the 2 Grims. He's got the Armor Smith. I mean... Look at that. Yeah, she's bad. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Control War. I mean, oh, seriously. Why are you doing this to me, Control War? I got the Rockbiter plus Doom Hammer. That gives me 5. I can take out that. I can take out that. I can take out the 2 Grims. Okay, that's not bad. But he's going to obviously gain a metric ton of armor. That's okay. That's okay. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Doomhammer's still out there. It's giving me Wind Fury. 2 Armor Smiths. Now you're thinking to yourself, and just think it, just say it. Warsong Commander, 2 Armor Smiths, Grim. There's no way to win. Just say it. It's not. There's no way to win. But this deck has just has the potential for it's got a lot of solutions. I mean, look at that Whirlwind. Seriously, Whirlwind. So there's another Grim Patron. Okay, and all that armor. Look at this, guys. Look at this armor ticking up. It's crazy. 12 armor, 14 armor, and 29 health. I mean, that is a hero and a half, almost. 8 life. Absolutely no way to win. There is absolutely no way to win this match. Am I wrong? There's just no way to win. If I were to take out the 2 Grim Patrons, could just 6 damage me, leaving me with 2 damage. Healbot's got to come out. I mean, there's just no way to do this without Healbot. And I mean, I got the Taunt Totem. That's decent. I mean, there's no other option at this point. Warsong, I can only do 2 though. I gotta pick 2. I did not do the 2 Grims. I had to go. If you take a Warsong Commander, he can still reproduce his Grims, right? He can still do that. However, he will not be able to have them all with charge. So 29 health at this point with 18 armor. Can you believe that? That's almost 2 heroes. 20 armor because he just armored up using his ability, hero ability. You know, he can't do any. He can't kill the Taunt Totem. Okay, he's not taking any damage on the Armor Smiths. So there, you know, he didn't want his Grim to die, so he came into the face, and that was a key draw right there. Super, super, super important that I just drew Fire Elemental. I mean, I could have went Azure Drake and drawn a card and tried to get lucky, but that is the way to play it. But he's going to get armor. Look at that, 2 more armor. 29 health, 22 armor. Can you believe that? So clearly we got to start taking... Now, should I have taken out the Armor Smith first? Obviously. Obviously I should have. So that was a bit of a play mistake. But what do I do at this point? Gotta go for the other Armor Smith, right? I only take 1 damage and gain like 29 health, 26 armor at this point. Now, Flame Tongue Totem, I don't normally like putting that out, but when a Control Warrior only has 1 card in hand, they are losing control. That is for sure. 29 health, 26 armor. Draw a card for each damage friendly character. 8 mana. Cruel Taskmaster. And then he executes on the 10-4 Fire Elemental. Armor's up. 28 armor, 29 health. Can we do it? We got the Hex. We got the Boomsies. We got the Drake. We got the Big Game Hunter. That boom has been in my hand a significant amount of time. Finally we can swing in for some damage here. Should I have saved a little bit of attack? I mean, I got 6 health here. It probably doesn't make much sense for me to keep swinging in against any minion or anything because of the 6 health. And yeah, so instead I just went to the face on that. Got his armor down to 19. So, you know, basically I had to take out 2 heroes. That's kind of how this one ended up being. What a match, though. I mean, how do you do this? I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... death. Thank you, because that would have taken a while. That would have taken a while, but what a fun match. Crazy. You are not supposed to be able to control a warrior like this Shaman deck just did. So, the fact that it can do that, and that it can beat aggro decks, just proves that it is an awesome deck. So, Steef, I salute you. I probably did not play that right in all cases. I'm sure there was other opportune moments of playing slightly more strategically, but love the deck. Good job. As always, keep it dirty and dirty up.